So it's Saturday, and I'm going garage selling by myself because Mo's in Michigan. And first garage sale I come up to, no video games, but they have a Jaws, singing Jaws, kind of like with singing bass.
Sure. That's kind of cool. This work?
Yeah, it does work. I took the batteries out so it didn't,
Or $2 for it?
yeah.
So went to a couple more garage sales, didn't find nothing, but there's this one garage sale that looked like it had just a bunch of baby stuff. I was going to drive by, but it's like, man, maybe they have something inside the house, so I went up there and asked them, hey, do you have any old video games? Because you should pretty much ask everybody, or every house you go to, do you have any old video games, Nintendo, Sega, you know, old kind of stuff, and see what they say. And this house actually didn't have that old, but they had some GameCube stuff.
What are you asking on the GameCube?
Make an offer, honestly, I don't even know. Like, it turns on, so it works still, but
Okay.
I don't, you know, I don't know. He said it was old. This is an old thing. So, I don't know.
She doesn't even know if it works?
No, I hooked it up last night. It works. Because I was like, well, you can't just like put it out there and take money from someone and not know if
Right,
it works.
yeah.
Yeah, I know you see part of that. I don't know what to do.
Can you please
See what
Google
games
it?
that-
They also had some Xbox 360 stuff, but I decided not to really pursue getting some of that stuff because I had actually a couple of games already, so I was looking. And so I just wanted the GameCube stuff because I actually didn't have a GameCube yet at that time.
Yeah, I told her to call GameStop.
They don't take that stuff anymore.
Oh, okay.
They still take this stuff though. The 360.
Yeah.
I was actually
I don't know. I mean, so like all of this, like $20 or
Can you
something?
wait?
Yeah, that works on the GameCube.
Yeah.
I don't want the 360 stuff.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right.
So it's Sunday. Mo still is not back, so it's just me and Toy Tony. We're going to our secret spot. Maybe not so secret spot, I don't know. Maybe some people know about it already, but I'll see what we can find.
Sure, record it. Oh, $5 too much though, isn't it?
$5 is too much. You know, an average He-Man figure loose and that condition, you know, kind of beat up and played with is about $2 to $3, and so him wanting $5 is way too high. Maybe if they had the weapons and accessories, you know, you could get between $5 and $8, but not for those figures. Some figures that are more valuable would be like the original Rubberheads, like we talked about. Those ones can go for $20 to $30 if they're loose, complete, in good shape, you know. And sealed, you're talking hundreds of dollars for those. But yeah, for what he wanted, that was too expensive.
What about like 3?
Yeah, like 2 or 3 tops. There's a variant of him too, a blackface version. That's a little more rare, but that's a common one. Like I said, this one is probably the best. It's Rubberheads. But you got Rocksteady already, don't you?
Yeah. I got them both.
so then me and Eric split up, you know, and I'm walking around and I stopped by this one booth. They mostly had like tools and other stuff like that. And I see a Street Shark figure there, and I'm like, hold the phone, because those are figures you never see that often in the wild, you know.
The wild of these bad boys.
And usually they're about 10 bucks loose, you know. Sealed, you can spend anywhere from 20 bucks higher. I mean, I've seen them sell as high as 30 and 40 bucks, but they're not figures that I see that often. And I never had them as a kid, but always wanted them. And in my area, they were very hard to find. And so when I saw that, I ran over to her and I'm like, you know, how much for this figure right here? And she said 25 cents. And I was like, sold!
I knew I shouldn't split up. Finding a lot of toys today.
Did 8 on this one?
I'll take
Eric knows this guy, he always buys from him, and he had a Ninja Gaiden. It's one game that I've really been wanting to add to my collection. And you know, I'm looking to spend about 5 bucks for it, but this guy had it for 8 bucks with the manual, and I had to go for it because the game, the label was in really great shape. So I was like, you know what, I gotta get this game. It's a game that I loved as a kid, so I nailed that.
See, I'm bringing you business.
But no, I'll find some more and bring them. Nintendo, right?
Yeah.
How much does
Mark, it should be on there. Is there a price on that one?
So we're at another flea market, one of the normal ones we usually go to. After one before, it's kind of like a. There's 3 main flea markets we go to, and usually go 1, 2, and 3. But this guy had a bunch of toys on his table. Definitely not like a collection. He definitely gets these from like a thrift store or a Goodwill, and he wants $3 a piece for the toys. I was like, okay, there's room to, you know, try to get a deal.
I believe.
How much are your Simpsons?
$3 each.
$3 each?
Look at that Mario, the McDonald one.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
Those are McDonald's toys. So you got him, don't you?
Comic book guy. Dr. Rath.
I didn't get it on camera because I wasn't really finding anything until like the last moment. I found a couple wrestlers, the old small, I think they're Jax WWE wrestlers. There was a Jake the Snake, and I forget the other one. But I was thought, okay, you know, 2 for $5. He's got plenty, and he wouldn't do 2 for $5. So I was a little irritated by that because it's only $1, and I know this isn't like not a personal collection. He's just trying to make a buck. So you know what? I'll get it cheaper somewhere else. So I put him back down. To the heck with you. It's okay to say no sometimes, especially if he's kind of new. I haven't seen him before. Not make any kind of deal. So I was like, whatever. So put the stuff back and then went on to the next table.
Wow.
You like to play games? I never saw this Top Gun, the second mission.
Yeah, I got it.
Is it rare?
No, it's not. It's worth a buck.
Hey, maybe.
You go to this one guy, he's got a bin on the floor and he's got some like busted Nintendo and Super Nintendo controllers. But I'm rifling through there because I see some Genesis stuff too. And first I see Star Tropics, and it's a game I wanted for a while, and he wanted $6 for it. And so I was talking to him for a while, speaking in Spanish, trying to, you know, get one of those kind of deals. You know what I'm saying? And so he's like, okay, how about for $5? So I'm like, sweet. So I bought the game, and I saw he had Double Dragon, but he wanted, I can't remember what he wanted for. I think it was like another $5 or something like that. And I was like, nah, I don't really want to spend that right now. I still want to look around. So anyway, after a while, when me and Eric split up again, I went back to this guy. I talked to him again. I was kind of like, come on, guy. You know, I was kind of bugging him and stuff. He's like, all right. And I pulled out $1. I'm like, how about this? And he's like, okay. And he just here. And he pretty much just handed it to me, and I gave him the $1. So it was a sweet deal being persistent like that.
That's decent.
Huh?
That's decent.
Pretty good game.
Jaws.
Double Dragon for Genesis.
There you go.
I'll find out how much you can.
Oh, right into it. Balls.
Double Dragon 2.
Yeah.
Sky Shark. Rainbow Samson. I'll give you $5 for it.
Huh.
Star Tropics.
What are you asking on your N64? What are you asking on your N64? 75? You don't have the jumper pack though. You don't have the jumper pack or the expansion pack on it. It's red. It's his stuff? Okay.
Oh, I just wanted to start punching this guy. I didn't get in on camera, but the guy who actually owned the Grape N64 said, oh, I'm not selling it. Then why are you have it out here on your ground for people to see? He probably thinks it's more expensive, so he's going to go look it up on his stupid phone. Ugh. Odyssey 2. Eh. He was asking $45 on it.
It's a Battletoads manual. Is that for the original Nintendo? Looks like it.
Yeah.
I know. I gotta look at the Genesis stuff too.
So the last booth we get to, I had Tony recording. Unfortunately, the glasses stopped recording when I was trying to make my deal. But he had a Super Smash Bros. For the N64, which I've been looking for.
Yeah, nice one, bro.
30% price.
Because
it's the hologram edition, not the regular.
You throw 15.
15? No,
yeah.
No, this is a $45 game.
Yeah.
Same as that. I was like, I don't know about that because Majora's Mask is between a $40 to $45 game right now. Smash Bros. You're just asking $40. What about Final Fantasy 2? So, of course, he's looking on his phone, which he never used to do before. Kind of like ever since he's done that, I haven't been getting the greatest deals lately. But he looked it up. He said he'll do a trade for Final Fantasy 2 and $20. That's a little bit better because Final Fantasy 2 is not as expensive as Final Fantasy 3's. Final Fantasy 2 is about $20–25. So I gave him that and $20. So I finally got Super Smash Bros. For the N64.
You need that?
I do.
¿Tienes el Game Boy?
Huevos?
Yeah, I see a Super Nintendo Tournament Fighters manual, and I'm like, cool, maybe I can get this for like $5 or something, you know, something cheap like that. And he told me he wanted $15 for it, and I was like, get out of here, that's way too expensive. And Eric was telling me this guy used to have good prices, but it seems like now he's raising it, so maybe he's checking online and, you know, seeing what his stuff's worth. But I was like, dude, I spent $8 for that game. There's no way I'm spending $15 for that manual.
I need Zelda and Tournament Fighters. The first Zelda.
Donkey Kong, Mario.
Super Mario 1, 2, 3 no.
And Battletoads. Let's see what he wants on it. Here, hold on to this one for a second. I'm gonna ask him for this. Well, I'm thinking about that. That's my maybe pile.
Ok, mijo, vamos a pasar juguetes acá.
Okay, gracias.
Gracias.
¿Cuántos para este dos?
Um,
How much, buddy?
uh, 17.
17 for both?
Yes.
What about these two?
It's 10 each, but I go 15. 15 for you guys. 30 bucks.
I'm a low. Because I can give them a Texas for.
So that's it for grass sales and flea markets this week. I think next week we'll have a little bit better luck.
And why am I down here?
Because I need to look at you.
And why do you need to look at yourself?
Because I want to make sure I'm centered and everything.
I know you are. I'm the camera.
I want to look
person.
at myself.